And South Korea is hosting the annual summit of Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum, or APEC, in the southeastern city of Gyeongju. The arrival of key leaders is underway, and a number of high-stakes bilateral meetings are being held on the sidelines. South Korean President Lee Jae-myung and Japan's new Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi held talks at the summit in Gyeongju. Both leaders stressed on the importance of forward-looking ties as they held their first official talks. Earlier, Philippines President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim arrived in South Korea's Busan to take part in the summit of the multilateral regional grouping. China's President Xi Jinping and Japan's new Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi are likely to hold bilateral on the sidelines of the summit. APEC is a non-binding 21-member forum accounting for 50% of global trade and 61% of GDP. However, this year's meeting has been overshadowed by Trump's protectionist policies. New Zealand Prime Minister Christopher Luxon, Thai Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul, Vietnamese President Luong Suong, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney are also in Korea to attend the APEC summit. The gathering of leaders takes place in Gyeongju from 30th October to 1st of November. Now, APEC's host country, South Korea, says the member nations of the APEC Forum are now close to reaching a consensus on a joint declaration. Established in 1989 as a 12-member forum to promote the free trade and economic cooperation, APEC now has 21 members, including the U.S., South Korea, China, Japan, Australia, and Russia. Now, APEC had failed to adopt a joint declaration in 2018 and 2019 during Trump's first presidency. And well, for more on this, we were earlier joined by our correspondent Soyoung Oh from Gyeongju in South Korea. Now here's what she told us about the latest.
Meeting with President Lee Jae-myung yesterday was very interesting. And of course, over the past year or so, South Korea and Japan, since 2023 actually, so for the past 2 years, South Korea and Japan have been improving their relations, reviving what we're calling shuttle diplomacy. This means an exchange of the heads of government going back and forth between Seoul and Tokyo to show their solidarity and friendship and work on improving their relations for a future-oriented partnership. And we saw a strong will from both sides yesterday to continue this exchange and the improvement of relations.